seems like there is a desire to protect children from the like pessimism that some adults or many adults like sort of end up internalizing. You know, like you don't give that. It's like it's a shitty gift to give to a child to be like the world can suck and you can get totally fucked over by it and you can actually do everything right and still have a miserable life. Like, you know, all that like David Milch shit of just like, this is what life fucking is, you know, that's hard to give to a kid. And yet we give it to kids through the experience of poverty, right? Like it seems like we do give it to children in the sense of like, I must be privileged enough that I had parents that were sort of striving for middle class. Both of my parents, I think, grew up knowing poverty and like were terrified of like giving that to their kids. It's actually like written into the whole American mythos, right? Is that you have to like, you don't give that, you give the gift of optimism to your kids. Like we are, Americans especially are very, I was just reading that in that review, that Zadie Smith review of Tar that I sent you about, you know, how like she's contrasting like a kind of German attitude towards hope, which is hope dies last. With an American vision of hope, which is like, well, there's always tomorrow and there's always a new day and you never know. But it's like the experience of America contradicts that optimism, especially for people that are in poverty. But in people in all kinds of situations don't have a, you know, that play out. Instead, you know, life can be shitty and we don't really want to accept that. And I think songs like Fast Car are subversive in some sense because they cut through that, just not by saying any political shit, but just by cataloging the experience of like what it's like to try to be someone, you know, and try to get there. Yeah, I don't know.